Hi, another video, another day. So, I'm a great believer in the law of attraction and in manifestation. So, something happened to me the last 4 years that I couldn't figure it out why I was manifesting it. I was like, which part am I playing in this situation? I couldn't figure it out. Why is this happening to me? So, the situation was that I was in I was put in an institution against my will, and then but I haven't done nothing to end up there. Like I wasn't. It's just it happened in a very unfair way. That's what I thought. I was like, this is unfair. Why is this happening to me? Because I haven't done nothing wrong to end up here. But then once I went there multiple times, so the first time I was there, I didn't know where I was. First of all, I was like, why am I here? Where am I? Why do I have to take medication? I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, get me out of here. So, but then it happened multiple times. So I started to remember that everything is manifestation. And I was like, how did I manifest this? And I was thinking hard about it. But then I always let it go because I wasn't too focused on that. I didn't really want to understand how I end up there. When I was there, I just wanted to go home. I'm like, I have nothing to do here. I need to go. Let me go home. But then the last time I went there, I was observing the people there. I was looking at them, and then because I was like, there are no difference between the people that are in there and the people that are outside. They are the same person, but then how do they manifest to end up here? Because there's not you can tell that you can tell they're just normal people from my point of view. So I started to observe them. I started to look at them and study them a little bit, and then what I found out is that they have two things in common. Everybody that was there, either they don't feel free or they think that there's something wrong with them. Because the people that are outside, they have the same problem. Like, you have people that lie all the time, but they don't say, oh, I need medication to stop lying. You know, I'm mentally ill because I'm afraid of people or things like that. People don't say that. They say, okay, this is who I am. You take it or leave it. They don't think much about their problem. But the people that think that too much about their problem, they think that there's something wrong with them. They think that they don't feel free or things like that. They end up there. That's what I've noticed. So from that point of view, I was like, okay, how does that relate to me? How did I do I feel like there's something wrong with me? So I was tracing my thought back. Like, do I recently felt like that? I didn't feel like that recently. So I was like, okay, then it must be that I don't feel free. But then I couldn't find the reason because I never really felt that way my whole life. I always felt free. So I was like, okay. But then I was thinking about it, and then I realized that the reason why I end up there, that's the first time of my whole life that I felt trapped in a situation. Let me explain myself. So I went to a place to get um so I was involved with the person. Let me explain it like that. I was involved with the person. So the person was trying to seduce me, and at first I was like, okay, nice. I like what you're doing. I like you. Like, let me explore this. But before I explore it, I was like, something was off to me. Like, I was like, something was off. Like, he was acting like he was hiding something. And I was like, okay, so I look into it a little bit, and then I find out that the person was in a relationship. and I found everything. I found I know the person. I've seen everything I needed to see to know about it. And I was like, oh shoot, I don't want to be involved in this because I don't like it. It happened to me before. I was like, no, no, thank you, not again. I don't want this. I don't need this. No, none of it. I don't want none of it. But then the person was so sweet to me, and I was conflicted. I was like, okay, do I tell him like that I know, or I didn't know what to do. I felt trapped. I was like, okay, what should I do? Should I tell him like straight up, like I know that you have a person, and then I don't want to be involved with this. But then I felt like if I communicate with the person, it might give the person more courage to leave the other person, and then I will feel bad about it. I will feel like, okay, I helped them do this to that person, but I was like, no, I don't want to be involved with this. I don't know. So I started to think like I don't want to be the reason for their breakup. I don't want to be part of this. That's what was on my mind heavily. Every time I was there, I was like, no. So I started to behave in a very strange way, not strange, like weird, but I would shut down, I will, every time I was there, I would shut down. I was like, not talking, not moving, not reacting, but I will notice everything. I will notice everything. Like, I will see everything he was doing, but because he has that vibe of hiding stuff from me, it was off putting to me. I wanted to speak to him, but then because he was hiding, there was the vibe I was getting from him, like heavily hiding things. And I was like, I don't like. First of all, I like honest people. I like somebody that can tell me everything that's going on in the mind. It's just really attractive to me to just express yourself, to feel free like that. But then it was off putting to me. Every time I was like, I had courage to speak to the person, and then I smelled that they were hiding things from me. I was like, oh, it's not worth it. Just let it go. I will find a way to feel better about this. But I felt trapped. I felt so not free. Then I was like, ding dong. That's the bell ring for me. I didn't feel free. I felt so trapped in that situation. I didn't know what to do. Seriously, I didn't know what to do, so I did nothing at all. I wouldn't say nothing, nothing at all. So and then I figured, I was like, oh shoot. So a match, I manifested this because I really didn't feel free. But then I think about it and I was like, it happens due to that situation because I end up there because of that person. And I was like, but I didn't feel free because of that person. And I was like, manifestation is so interesting. Like if you understand how it works, like it's so damn funny and then weird and then easy and then amazing. Like I was in shock. I was like, wow, so this is how it works, huh? And then I was like, whoa. So I end up there. But then I went to the institution multiple times because um I was trying to express myself. When I got the courage to speak to the person, to talk about everything I had on my mind and on my heart, the person keep finding reason to put me there, and I was like, you little son of a bitch. How dare you do this to me? Ah! I can laugh about it right now because I just got it. And then, life is so interesting. It's so much, it's so funny now. I understand everything. Like, I understand now how it happened and why it happened the way it happens because of the way I was feeling myself. I was feeling trapped in a situation. Even though I was trying to feel free, but I still felt trapped because I was like, okay, when I got the courage to speak myself, to tell the person everything I needed to say, the person didn't want any contact with me. But then that makes me feel trapped again because I was like, now that I get the courage to speak myself, you don't want to hear what I have to say. Like, what should I do with all the things I have on my mind now? And I was like, I was so hard on wanting to express myself, but now I don't care no more. Like, if they misunderstood me for the first for the get go. They didn't understand me at all. They thought a lot of things that wasn't me, and I knew it. And I was like, okay, it doesn't matter. Like, the person didn't understand me anyway, so let them think whatever, and they don't need to know my thought and my feelings. And oh Lord, oh, that's such a tricky situation that I attracted. And I was like, wait, what? Now that I get it, I was like, life is so interesting. I love life, you know. And I love manifestation because it's so easy and fun if you get it. Now I wanted to know more about manifestation because it's so, I don't know, it's so interesting to me. So interesting. Okay, I'm done. I'm done talking. That's all I wanted to share. Okay, bye. Oh, it's so funny to me now. I can't think about it and laugh now. Bye.